Hey everyone, welcome back for another Treats for the Beast. There's not as big an update this week. Not as much has been happening since the Zine Fair. It's been a lot more quiet. Let me see what is going on. Yeah, I finished the update for the outline for Snuffles the Indomitable, and I have finished writing the rough timeline, the chronology of major events for the first arc of Snuffles the Indomitable. I know where in the outline the second arc will finish as well. And so I will start writing that soon, but I'm going to focus on actually writing and plotting the proper first arc now that I've got the chronology done before I write the second arc, because I'm going to want to spend a lot more time with these characters and, you know, figure them out, figure out where they come in, how they come in, all that sort of stuff. So that'll be interesting. This is my first time writing a full series, so I am excited and nervous about that, but it should be good. Lewis is doing great as usual with the thumbnails and everything for Before the Beginning. I spoke to a few people yesterday at, Robin and I went up to the Ballarat, Creative City Ballarat Creatives Coffee Catch-Up, which was held at Ballarat Performing Arts Centre, which is built into an old church that they've converted across the several buildings of the church into a performing arts centre. It's really cool. I'll link that below so you can go check it out. And regardless of where you're from, go check it out. It looks really cool. They've even got the old church organs and stuff in the main hall, which they do concert space, use as a concert space. So that was cool. Yeah, so I spoke to them about grants and stuff. So I've got a couple of grants that I will be applying for shortly for Northern Mayhem, so that I can actually start working on those pages with Minerva. There's a quick response grant, which I'm going to apply for that one first to get the first sample pages done with Minerva and Harry, and maybe hire an editor to have a look over it as I get the script done. And then there is the Creative City Ballarat Creative Inspirations Grant in August, which I'll be preparing for, which will pay for the rest of the production of the book. It may even cover the cost of printing, but the whole point is to get all the pages done and everything ASAP so that we can pitch it to Invader Comics. I'd really like to get it produced with them, so it's something that can be ordered by comic shops and actually get it in comic shops around the world, which would be really cool. That would be rad. So yeah, wish me luck with those grants. We're going to be applying for the rapid response one maybe next week. I don't have time today now, so probably next week. But that'll be cool. I've made a lot of progress this week on my Cupid doll thing for the exhibition. I have to have it finished by next Friday, so I've got to really pull the lead out, because I have to go and take it to them by next Friday. But this is where I'm at so far. It looks like a mess because there's a lot of sanding and detailing that needs to be done. But once all these tacky bits are dried so I can actually start sanding it, I will clean it all up a bit more and, excuse me, file it down, build up some of the other areas, put a bit more liquid green stuff over the top to blend it in. And I've got the sleeves pretty much done. I might engrave a bit more detail into those, but we'll see. And then I've just got to finish doing the head, and I can put that in there. So that's really cool. I'm excited about that. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it yet, paint-wise, and how I'm going to attach the head. This is how the head attached previously. So I'm going to have to make a peg to go inside the socket instead of the socket going inside there. But that's happening. That's almost done. Of course, here is my Mothman shirt. From that new zine of mine, Sightings. You can get this on my Threadless. The Threadless version, the print is a little bit smaller. I got this version made locally so that I could have it in time for the zine fair. So yeah, you can get it on Threadless, and the Threadless version is a little bit smaller print, but just as good quality. What else is going on? I'm in the middle of turning a few sketch cards into prints. because I really liked them. They will be available on my Etsy store soon. Unfortunately, they won't be available in the US. Once I finish the ones that are like original art, like my Lizard Wizard, not fan art, that one will be available on my Threadless, so you can order prints from there. I might look at setting up an in-print store at some point. I'll see. But yeah, you'll be able to get that on my Threadless store. This is available on my Threadless store. I might look at doing a slightly different proportion version for prints. The prints are a very specific size on Threadless, and I haven't messed around with them too much. But I'll look into that this coming week for anything that's not fan art that I can, all my original stuff that I can use. Is there any other big news? Gosh, I can't really think of anything, to be honest. Yeah, there's the grants that I've got to apply for. The Creative City meetup was good yesterday. Oh, I'm going to be applying for the Ballarat Arts Foundation annual grant round. It's usually in July. I'm going to apply for that to try to get me to Scamp in Sydney this year. I'm really looking forward to that. But there's also some writers' travel funds and stuff. So I'm looking at applying for one of those. It opens in a few days, 17th of February. So I'm going to look at applying for one of those to try to get up to Scamp. If that doesn't work, then I'll go to the Ballarat Arts Foundation grant next after that. As I mentioned last week, the Etherington Brothers How to Think When You Draw Kickstarter is coming up real soon. I'll drop a link to their website where you can sign up for their mailing list below. But I'll also, when it goes live, I'll drop a link below. I'll check in with Wayward Raven soon and see if there's any information on when We Suck at Comics is coming out, because that will be great. When did I need to send those files? They needed to be in by February the 15th, and I've already sent them. So, cool, yeah. Yeah, so that should hopefully be March-ish, by the looks of it, for that to come out. I should send them a message and find out if it's going to Kickstarter or if they're just releasing it. I don't actually know. But I'll let you know. I'll let you know as soon as I know. No new anthologies that I haven't mentioned previously. I'll drop the links to the ones from last week in this week's, any that are still open, in this week's links as well. But yeah, I haven't seen any new ones open up. Let me just double check if there's anything. Cambrian Comics is looking for comic book submissions. But I'm a bit iffy on it. They seem pretty new and like they don't actually do a lot for you. So, you know, investigate that one at your own risk. I don't know anything about them. I haven't vetted it. So yeah, check that one out if you want to. Oh, new piece of art that I can show you. I finished one half of a new sketch cover. So that is Snuffles the Indomitable as Jason Voorhees. I showed the rough pencils for these ages ago, and you can't really see much of this one, but this one is going to be the monster from this comic as Freddy Krueger. So that's going to be really fun. Yeah, honestly, I think that's about that. I do have an update. Let me find it. Just a little update, but I've made a little bit of progress on the Trenchcoat Samurai sketch card that I showed off in the last one. Haven't done too much with it, but you know, it's there. And I don't think I've done anything new on this Captain Planet one. But it'll get done soon. I'm going to take it downstairs with me now and maybe tinker with it a little bit. I have been working in my special Snuffles the Indomitable sketchbook a little bit this past week. Doing a few more character sketches and stuff. So let me show you. I've been designing a Sears look for Before the Beginning and the ongoing series, her guard uniform and stuff. Yeah, that's about all that I can really show right now. I'm going to be trying to fill this out a lot more over the next few days, especially now that I'm writing the series proper. So yeah, that'll be really fun. I'm going to start doing some doodles. I'll do some micro drawings to start with of Florian's wizard tower where he lives with Snuffles and try to come up with how that looks. Yeah. But yeah, stay tuned. There'll be more information available soon about Snuffles the Indomitable as I actually start to write it. I'm going to be doing a lot of art in this about it. I'll be doing some digital drawings about it too. But I'm really excited for that to come out. Is there anything else? If you are Australian, especially Victorian local, I am going to be going to TBH Studios this coming week. I'm a bit behind. I was trying to go in every 2 weeks, but because I had to get ready for the zine fair, I actually didn't have time to go in at the 2 week point last month, which would have been the 24th of January. Would have been 2 weeks. Yeah, 24th. So I am 2 weeks behind, I believe. Now, 1, 2, 3. Shit. No, I'm 3 weeks behind on that. Damn. I really wanted to be able to keep up that every 2 weeks to go and rotate stuff, but I really had a lot of printing, trimming, preparing before the new stuff that I had ready was ready to go and get rotated. So I'll be doing that this week. I'm not going to take everything new in yet. I'll take, I will do an update of my zines, and then I'll just swap things out every 2 weeks after that. But yeah, there'll be new stuff in TBH Studios in about a week. I have new, or no, I don't have it handy. I have new sticker designs in progress. I did the pencils last night, so I'm probably going to ink those tonight and maybe color them later. I'm working on a Pam the Bird sticker sheet. I'll probably do them as loose stickers in a pack for now. And then when I have a bit more cash, I will make a sticker sheet and order a bunch of those. Just because my display is, the sticker sheet will be better for TBH Studios. The loose stickers will be better for my convention setup. So I'll do that sort of thing. Do the sticker sheet to go into shops and packs of stickers for the conventions. Because that will just make it easier to keep track of. I think that's everything. For the Americans who don't know what Pam the Bird is, just look up Pam the Bird Melbourne and you'll be familiar with, but it's a specific type of graffiti that happens all around Melbourne. And I fell in love with it as soon as we moved down here. It was one of my favorite things is spotting Pam along the train lines. Yeah, so Pam's really popular down here. I think that's it right now. I want to try to write a few more one page comics that I can make into mini comic zines, but I have not done so yet. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. There's a few other things that I'd like to do. But yeah, right now I am sort of knuckling down and working on Snuffles, and I'm going to try to do the scripts for the Little Book of Beasts, so I can get making those. Because that's a project that I've wanted to do for many years now. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Ooh, excuse me, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But that's about everything. I'll drop links to the Ballarat BPAC and the Etherington Brothers in the comments below, and I'll send that over to send that out tonight. I'm going to get this uploading right now. I'll do the subtitles later tonight and swap that around. I've still got to fix up the episode before last subtitles, so I'll do that over the weekend as well and send those out and get those updated. So stay tuned. See you next time.